Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes and more churn in the China issue. This time, it's rather humiliating and there's no going back. The constant pressure applied on Starmer and the government, Starmer particularly and the government in general, has forced them to constantly revise the truth, as it were. Oh, well, yes, that's what we said, but in actual fact, this is what we meant, blah, 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 blah. And they're trying to do it in such a way as they slowly change things one piece at a time in the hope that you actually forget what the original position was. And the original position, we know, we've got that, and we're not giving it up. But they're being humiliated again over the China spy trials. This time, they're forced to, or they've been forced into, shall we say, publishing key witness evidence. Evidence that at first they said didn't exist, and then had to admit it did exist, but they weren't publishing it because of national security issues, and have now decided that national security issues are less important than trying to save themselves from going to prison, so they are going to publish them. Now, government sources only yesterday said that the CPS would not allow them to publish them. The CPS have said, that's bullshit. We want them published, because that way it will show that we were right. Now, these three the witness statements by the Deputy National Security Advisor, a guy called Matthew Collins. It was his witness statements that they said, we can't release these. First of all, didn't exist, then can't release them. Now say, the CPS not to, and now they're going to. Now, Chris Wormold, who used to be the Sir Humphrey, the cabinet chief secretary to the cabinet, he wanted to publish them. He was intent on publishing them, and before he was booted out of office. And the theory is now that it was basically he was pushed out because of his desire in wanting to publish these. And as I say, the CPS are denying everything. They say, we didn't tell them not to publish. This is all bullshit. And in fact, they said, and I shall quote what they said, the statements were provided to us for the purpose of criminal proceedings, which are now over. The material contained in them is not ours, and it is a matter for the government independently from the CPS to consider whether or not to make that material public. We had no say in this at all. Basically saying the government are lying. And there's no getting out of that one. There's no getting around it. The government have quite plainly lied again. The Chief Secretary to the Treasury, James Murray, said that Labour was now looking at what the options are for publication and that there is a process of determining the best way forward. Well, I think full openness and transparency, and admit that you're all crooks, that you're all traitors, and then resign and present yourselves to the police and to the courts to be tried, found guilty, and imprisoned for the rest of your lives. This is one cabinet, isn't it? It's one. I tell you what, it's like IKEA. Number 10 is like IKEA. You know, one screw in the wrong place and the whole cabinet falls apart. And that's exactly what's happening now. Thanks very much. Bye.